Oh, so fabulous. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi Leah. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So as usual, my disclaimer, this video is strictly for educational purposes. Please do not go searching out the people that I talk about on this video. Don't send them any form of hate comment, threats, or violence. This channel does not support any of that. So I came across this video that was made by a brother, and he had something very short but very interesting to say. Let me just go right ahead and play his video.
Since we're on the topic of race today, I want to know why a group that calls themselves queens, bad bitches, boss bitches, independent, and yes, I'm referring to black females, can someone enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset and so mad at the world? I just want to know. I'm just curious.
So it's one of those videos, we've heard things like this said over and over again, right? He's not going to be the first. At this point, they're starting to sound like a broken record when they say stuff like this. And I actually came across this video long ago, but I refuse to speak on it. I refuse to address it here on YouTube because I feel like I do not really like these videos that propagate these gender wars, because I feel we are too distracted fighting within ourselves. Both the gender wars, the diaspora wars as well, we're too distracted fighting within ourselves that we're not really focusing on what we should be focusing on, which is fighting our enemies, the common enemies that we have. We're supposed to be united than tearing each other apart. But on second thought, I decided to do this video because I feel like some people still don't get it, and you never can tell which video is going to be the turning point for someone who genuinely needs to understand some things concerning the dynamics between black men and black women, and concerning the way black women navigate society and the way that we are as black women. So that is why I decided to actually make this video. It got so many responses and brought up so many conversations over on Black TikTok, so I felt like it's going to be a worthy discussion. Now, first of all, this video is not to bash men. The man who made this video is an independent person who speaks for himself, so we're not going to be generalizing in this video. So now I'm just going to go right ahead and play people's stitches and commentary to his video.
Someone enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset.
Ooh, that introduction was insane. Wow, not gonna lie, that was shady as hell, backhanded as Am I sensing animosity? Do you got personal beef with black women we need to know about? Because listen, that was a biased ass tone. But anyways, you're a grown man. You're a grown black man. If you don't know why black women would be mad at the world, if you don't understand why black women would be justified in how they feel towards the world, I feel like it's too late for you. You don't know because you don't want to know. This is not a question you should be asking. That was a white people question you asked. And like I said, your tone of voice and how you asked that, you don't sound like somebody who's genuinely curious or wants to know. But that's just me though. But yeah, buddy, you wild low key for that. You wild. You do not follow black women on social media. They talk about this all the time. How they feel and why they feel it. Literally on Twitter, Instagram, any social media platform, they are on there explaining about it every single day. Do not have friends that are black women, because my black women friends talk about this kind of stuff pretty frequently. It's a pretty simple concept to grasp. You have a sister, a mother, a grandmother, or do they talk about this stuff? If they do you listen? So this is like one of them questions where somebody looks at you like you're stupid because you could have Googled it, because you should have already knew the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, if somebody did tell you, a black woman told you, because they're the only ones that can really answer this question for you in entirety, most accurately, I don't think you would listen. It's giving you would argue, you would debate, but that's just me.
Upset and so mad at the world.
Because as Malcolm X said, the most disrespected person in America is the black woman. You think your opinion is more important than Malcolm X? For you as a black man to have a black mama, a black grandmama, a black great grandmama, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Talk to them about their experiences and then ask that stupid ass question to them. They mad because niggas like you exist. They mad because the reason you exist is somewhere in your male lineage somebody wasn't shit. Y'all look at them and tell them to make better choices instead of looking at your partners and telling them to check their whack ass behavior. And before one of you clown even think it, I grew up with a father and a mother. Black men, if you want to date elsewhere, just go on and do that shit and quit making excuses. My cousin Dante said it best. I don't want no submissive ass woman. That sounds like slave to me. And whichever one of us is playing quarterback, the other one is playing wide receiver to make sure this shit called life happens. Out of here, dog.
Someone enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset.
Not gonna lie, even considering this question is proof that you don't really care what we're gonna say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. What we're not gonna do is police black women for reacting the way they react to the trauma that we place on them every single day in this world. What we're not going to do is dismiss the fact that there's always been a racial totem pole in this country, and in this country, black women have always been near the bottom, at the bottom of that totem pole. What we're not going to do is ask black women why they're mad at the world when they have to come online and see other black men asking why they're upset about the state of the world that they have to live in. Other black men coming online and saying they're queens and bad bitches, calling them females, derogatory, and just overall just looking at them like they're dispensable. What we're not going to do is look at ourselves as being over black women and therefore operating as oppressors when we're trying to stop being the oppressed. And what we're not going to do is ask black women to be nicer in a world that has no intentions of being kind to them. Thank you.
Why they seem to be the most upset.
Hi, yeah, didn't we go to middle school together? I remember you. You and your homeboys would spend your time ranking all of the black girls from hottest to least hottest, and guess what order it just happened to so be in? It was from like light-skinned to dark-skinned. I remember one day there was a storm at school and the lights turned off, and maybe not you, but one of your friends were like, where did Tasha go? And she was the darkest skinned girl, and all of the boys laughed. It's neither here nor there. I'm sure you've grown since middle school. It seems like the self-hatred call is calling from the other side of the line that's still in the same house. I don't hear about Asian men shitting on Asian women like this. I don't hear about white men shitting on white women like this. Any other race does not do it like y'all do.
So mad at the world.
Man, woman, make baby. Man leaves to go get milk, never come back. Woman raise family by herself. Son see mom do everything, think mom superhero. Daughter see man do nothing, think men useless. Woman work 2 jobs, make sure kid no die of starvation. Women carry family, women become strong. But women tired of being strong all the time. Black man tell system don't hurt us. Black women tell system don't hurt men. Women tell men don't hurt us. Men buy all microphones, make podcasts, tell women choose better. Black men say I lead community. We say community in shambles. Black men say you know me, baby. Black women become strong to live. Black men say you too hard. In Colombia they treat me like Usher. Boy grow up to be absent like dad. Girl grow up to be independent like mom. Women raise community. Men kick feet up, say community suck. So women ask help. And men say hold on, I spin block real quick. And you know sometimes you just gotta break it down like that for them.
So mad at the world.
Honestly, I'm not even mad at the world. I'm really just mad at black men that keep asking this stupid ass question. Excuse me? Ain't we black together? Are we agreeing to be ignorant against one another? Because what I won't do as a black woman is ask a black man why he feels the way he feels against a system that was literally strategically designed to literally put him into the ground. I will never ask him that. At some point, we expecting y'all to fucking get it together. Maybe one thing I'm gonna do forever is protect the black man. I came from a black man. I have a black man. I birthed a black man. I'm not asking no stupid ass questions. Baby, we gonna march till the cows come home for you, baby. For you, black king. Are you gonna do the same?
And the black females. Can someone enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset?
Someone tagged me in this video and said that this man had a question. I don't find a question in this video. I just find a black man furthering the narrative that black women are angry. That's all I see. Because if this man really wanted to know why black women are how they are, I'm assuming based on his proximity to black women, such as his mother, his aunt, sisters, or cousins, that he could just ask them. But he doesn't really care to understand. So instead of answering the question, I'm going to turn it back on him and ask him to tell me, why are men so angry? Why are they the leaders in violent crime statistically? Why do they fill our penitentiaries because of violent crimes? Take women by force. Why are men the number one consumers of trafficked children? Why are they the head of every war? And as soon as that man answers those questions for me, I think that our answers will become self-explanatory. But in the meantime, we don't got to answer the shit.
Enlighten me why they seem to be the most.
I know you didn't ask this question in good faith, but I'm going to answer it in good faith nonetheless. In a room full of selfish liars, only one person is forced to tell the truth and then is hated for it. That is the essence of why black women are mad. Think about this for just a second. Who protects them? Who? Who speaks? Who puts their reputation on the line to speak for them? Who? Who? White women? Get the fuck out of here. White women will use black women for their strength, for their courage, for their voice, and for white women's own devices, and then they will discard them. Other women of color will look their nose down on them, as if somehow being born here or born over there, not born in America, and not having to put up with the shit that black women have to put up with makes them better. White men use them almost to demonize them. The welfare queen, baby mama, single motherhood. They are the reasoning and rationale for everything that goes bad in the black community. And then there's us. Not all of us, but a lot of us. We're supposed to be fighting shoulder to shoulder. But what are we doing? What are we doing? We're using them, discarding them, abusing them, killing them, impregnating them, running the fuck out, blaming them for every fucking thing we fucked up. So who protects them? Think about this for just a second. Who is it in every election ends up voting for the conscience of America? Black women. Why? Because they realize they don't have the luxury of voting for their own best interest. They have to vote for the best interest of everyone around them. They do this year after year, election after election, day after day. And what do they get for it? Ridiculed, used, abused, discarded, treated like shit, used as to demonize other people. It's a thankless fucking job being a black woman. And maybe if the rest of us sat the fuck down, shut the fuck up and listen. Black women have been trying to tell us this shit for decades. We just have not chose to listen.
Why they seem to be the most upset.
They're not. They're not. I don't know why you would think that. Maybe they're upset just at the way you're dressed, but like, this is a common thing that we see on social media all the time, on TikTok. I don't understand it. Like, you're black too. Like, why are you coming at your own? I don't get it. They call themselves queens and bad bitches and all that kind of stuff is because they get shade thrown at them all the time by their own men. And despite all of that bullshit that they have to deal with, they still have the strength to be these bad bitches and be gorgeous and amazing and strong and, you know, all the things that I really admire about them. So, does this help? Sometimes independence is a very, very beautiful quality too.
Imagine being the sole reason why a species even exists and being the most unprotected. Imagine carrying somebody for 9 months and damn near die giving birth to them, for them to refer to you just as your biological organs. Imagine a large amount of the men in your community making it a safe space for other people of different communities to talk bad on you. I scrolled down your page for about 10 seconds and already saw you're one of those black TikTokers who just puts down the black community for their own fame. And you're a weirdo. This is for you and literally anyone else who does this shit on TikTok, because there's a handful of y'all. Go help raise up these black boys. Go help raise up these black girls. Stop adding more negative shit and giving white people a safe space to talk about black people. Y'all be out here trying to kiki with people who would lynch you if it was still legal. Actually, even though it is illegal, they still do lynch black people. But that's another story for another day. I don't believe in beating children, but your mom should have whooped your ass.
Enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset.
I do not know nor have I seen these upset black women that you speak of, but I disregarded your question completely when you referred to black women as black females. What I suggest, just from my black women perspective, is that you mind the business that does or does not pay you, since you are on the passenger side of your best friend's ride trying to holler at us. Your priorities just seem a little bit skewed. We're doing fine over here. Bye-bye then.
So with everything that everyone has said in these stitches, I was actually really happy because people get it. Men get it. A lot of these men are not out here on TikTok trying to bash women or belittle them or gaslight. The man in question that made this video does not speak for every man, and I really wonder what his motive was for making this video, because I don't think he was genuinely asking a question out of curiosity. If you're going to be a grown man in the modern day black community in 2023 and you don't seem to know the issues that plague the black community, specifically the black women, and you don't know about the rate to the sexism and the misogyny that black women deal with, you don't know about the struggles of black men, and I believe you very likely have black women in your family, be it your mother, your sister, your cousin, your grandma, and you don't see the point of going to ask them. You come on the internet to make this video because maybe, I don't know, for clicks or for views or whatever. I don't think he was asking that question because he was curious and wanted to learn about the issues black women face. I think he made that video simply to gaslight, thinking people are going to come and then get into an argument and stoop to his level, and you know, the whole gender wars blows up and all of that. And I'm so happy that he did not get that. A lot of the people who responded did that calmly. They stated facts. I'm glad about the fact that a lot of people get it, and this is why I do not like to generalize. When one person messes up and comes on the internet and makes a fool for themselves, they do not speak for every other person of their gender. There are black men who would defend black women and love and protect them, who would make an effort to understand black women and make things easier for the black women in their lives. And there are also black women who would do the same. Now, this man making this video propagating the stereotype that black women are angry, how many black women has he met that he can categorically beat his chest and say she is perpetually in a state of anger and mad at the world? Black women are getting degrees, you know, getting their bag, making money, raising their kids, and then that is what you have to say. And then you come out to make these videos further stereotyping black women and propagating these negative images of black women. I am tired of seeing people within our community tear us with very dangerous stereotypes. I'm tired of seeing the gender wars, and I'm making this video just basically to show that there are some people that get it. There are some black men that get it. Black men are not the black women's enemies, and black women are not the enemies of black men. We are supposed to be allies of each other. We are supposed to be each other's support system. We are supposed to be each other's safe place. And some people get it. There are black men who cherish having a black family and looking for a black woman to build a black family with and raise a home with. So if you're a black woman listening to this, please don't pay him any mind, and please don't believe that what he said is the way a lot of black men believe. And if you're a black man watching this, it's good to always come out to actually challenge your fellow black men who come out and say these things, because I believe they need an education and they basically just need to grow up. Everybody has an opinion and can just, you know, pick up their phone and make a video without thinking of the repercussions and the lives it could affect. So anyway, I'm just going to wrap up this video here. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.